Another Nora for Terry. He definitely had a good game yesterday against TRM, if I remember correctly.
He did on Nara. Yes, he had a very good game.
The Zac for Jazz in jungle. Ari Cam, I think that was kind of sane to come. He played it a lot in solo queue and a lot of other matches already.
Yeah,
And
so
the bottom of Silver and Thresh.
Falcon actually made a bit of a play here. So he had his Victor banned away from him. Now, Syndra is one of the better picks into Ari. Probably maybe top 5 picks into Ari, just in a vacuum, right? So that they will have an easier
First round of playoffs.
in the first game. If they lose this game, they'll play against Racketeers. If they win, they'll play against GGL, basically. I think you... I mean...
We have to quote the easier game, I think, as well.
Yeah, it's like it's like the season is just so close. Yeah, especially this that chunk in the middle, like the Void Unks, Racketeers. They've been obviously at the start of the season, Unks are running away with it a little bit, but those 3 teams for the last few weeks have been right on top of each other.
I think, but for them, it just comes down to the daily. If they have the things they need on the day, they just stomp everything. Otherwise, they're just quite far behind. Also, top lane matchup. Do you know anything about it? I think it's really our favorite.
I would imagine so. Yeah, I don't see the Cassante getting onto him too easily.
As with both jungles pathing top to bot, I think no surprises there.
Falcon opting for the first strike. Gonna go with that BFT Cosmic build, which I think this game it's probably required. You don't really have very many good targets.
We see Conqueror Zac by the way on the side.
Oh yeah, no, that's an interesting one. Aftershock, Cassante. Cam starts
Ghost
Q
Flash.
Cam starts Q on Ari a lot, and I personally don't really like it. I think
no one wants a W, no?
There's a couple of champs. I will start it into Malzahar, Victor, champs that have
more range than you.
Not necessarily champs that have a trading tool level 1 that I can't play around. Because for example, if Syndra goes to Q me level 1, the W move speed is really nice for a trade. If you hit both parts of the Q, then it's obviously a lot more damage, but it doesn't feel very good. It is the issue with it for me.
Just nice little trade severing.
Yeah, I think once the Ari gets to about level 7 or 8, it becomes a little bit more neutral, but until then, it is eternal pain and suffering. I'm not expecting a particularly chaotic game. Neither of these teams are... Fennec and Friends are... be a little bit chaotic at times. I think Void are quite a controlled team, usually. It depends how Terry's doing. I think more than anyone else. Typically, they want the game to be quite slow and methodical. Also, just the added pressure of the game just makes you more afraid to make plays.
I also feel both teams want this to be slow, no? There's no team that wants to actually accelerate early on.
Yeah. Oh, big trade.
Big trades. But Bilbo looking the top side.
Bill is here. This Gnar is in trouble. Waiting for that jump so he can go for the flag and drag. Terry flash burned at 4 minutes into this matchup. Very, very much less than ideal. Did you having a hard time walking up? This is obviously the only issue with this Enchanter pick. Bekla going in pretty hard. The root not quite... Oh, it is going to land the root! Going to have to use Flash to get away. And already some signs of life from this tier, from this Fennec and Friends roster. Said life on the line for the next 30 minutes or so. Oh, and Lefebvre is going to get caught by a hook. Oh, I think the 1-for-1 might have been worth it, but obviously Jarvan.
I'm not sure. I don't think we've been in a 1-for-1 because Nami still has Flash heal off. Like that wouldn't have been a
Sure,
thing.
yeah, the heal is definitely a problem.
And Back would have just died.
Very nice first base for Syndra with this Lost chapter.
But yeah, I said something in the draft when you weren't here yet. I was like, please don't let this be another fucking 40-50 minute game. But it looks like it might be one.
Yeah, final game days are always a bit touchy. Oh, Bekla's going to be caught out, doesn't have Flash, and that's going to be first blood to Clefairy. Obviously,
yeah, and there was a Drake afterwards.
Chances it's not too bad. Jasmine does have to jump out of the Drake pit. And admittedly, I'll have to hold that thought because King Terry is in trouble, and it's going to be a big solo kill. Healthier boot in this Cassante Gnar matchup. Finding what he needs. Cam, I don't think quite has the damage to kill Syndra here. Falcon has to be careful. That Flash did not need to be burned. It's a lot more important for Syndra to have her Flash than Ahri. That being said, Bilbo is here. Cam will have Flash back up now. He has to be careful. It is Cam, so apparently not.
He knows the Jazz around, so like if he stays there, you just said, he has to be careful as well. But yeah, good early from Fen. Got one Drake down, got some kills. But I feel like we've seen this a lot of times where Fen gets ahead early to just throw it away at some point, so we'll have to see how that goes out.
Yeah. Especially with this Void team comp, they have a lot of like catch potential. I am once again supporting Fen in this game, but that's purely for the reasons of the storyline. I mean, for Void are basically the same bracket no matter what happens this game, right? It's a slightly more difficult game, potentially.
Yeah. I'm just not sure if Fen has enough damage to take down the Zac later on.
I don't want Fen.
I maybe underestimate Xayah damage, but
I don't want Fen to go out without playoffs. Not in like most of their first seasons here. Like I think like 3 of them are in their first season.
it would be really cool for them to go. Also, I would just like it for the chaos happening.
Exactly,
in general, in the picture.
Oh, are you doing a good job dodging out in these queues? God, this matchup seems insufferable.
Also interesting to see a Thresh without Hex Splash.
A Spirit Rush is still available. They can jump on the Cinder here, choosing not to. But I don't think you want this, Fennec and friends.
But Bill waiting patiently.
Bill is not in no man's land. The Charm is going to go wide and save his life. They're still looking for this fight. The Cassante TP is coming down. If directed camera wouldn't mind showing us the relevant gameplay. The Charm is down and there could be a window here. Fennec and friends getting away with a very risky play.
All the 3 grubs to Void.
I suppose this Gnar can be a bit of a threat in the side lane. I don't think Fennec and friends were particularly concerned with Void grubs. It is, however, that all-important feat. FEAT. See, it does look like the one way or another that warfare feat is probably going to go to Fennec and friends, but some objectives on the board. First tower should be pretty easy to take for this Gnar.
I mean, so far there's only 2 objectives now. There's no 3 kills yet, there's no tower yet.
Yeah.
Both are 1 objective.
Oh, Terry does get out of that with his life. It is going to be the BFT Ari.
Your call, is that the right play here? To go BFT?
I don't think so. I think your Spirit Rush is too important in this game to not have Malignance because of the Jarvan Syndra, but it's fine. It's not bad.
I also feel like BFT doesn't do much here, except like Cassante, right?
Oh, Cam does have to burn that Spirit Rush, and yeah, this is where you're gonna feel the Malignance is no Malignance is gonna feel bad, especially like earlier on in the game when Ari ult is on a deceptively high cooldown, because there seems to be a huge number of people that think Ari ult has a low cooldown. It does not at all.
I think it could just come from some point when Ari is level 11 with Malignance and like maybe Cosmic Drive or something.
Yeah, that's when it goes down a lot, yeah. Nice dodge from Clefairy.
Really?
I feel like when I cast my own champs, I talk too much about them, but it's also like the only thing I understand about the game, so I don't want to talk about other champs and just be completely wrong.
There's nothing else to talk right now.
Jasmine.
But Jazz looking bot lane, by the way. Zach has a setup here.
Idle Wave coming in clutch, and Clefairy's going to flash out as well. This is a really, really good fight for Fennec and friends. 2 flashes burned, Cam's TP down.
Big
Does
bubble.
not have ult available, courtesy of the Syndra ulti earlier on, and I think both teams are not going to wait. Excuse me, Zach is going to follow the passive on the ground. Bilbo going in for Bekla. He's going to be able to find him with that final Q, and it's a big fight for Fennec and friends. Oh, Digi! Oh, the EQ flash, excuse me. Cam with a very, very nice flash of his own. He's not gonna fall. He is in the end to the Scatter the Weak.
What a chaotic fight!
And oh, Scott, my friend.
Scott has a splash hit though.
You need to break it first, I think. That works too. And that...
This looks really good for Fennec and friends right now.
It does indeed. Clefairy as well. Having a fantastic game so far. Bilbo and Clefairy really putting on a clinic on the J4 Nami. Bilbo especially, that fight was
The re-engage was really, really well played.
showing off his knowledge of this champion's limits.
Okay, that should be Drake for Fen.
And oh, but Void, they have something to say about it. They are just completely. I mean, I don't know about that. Ari ult once again down, and Cam unfortunately spending a lot of downtime this game without that Spirit Rush available to him.
Yeah, also like Void losing waves. Just like walk in there to do nothing basically. Can we see the gold difference right now on the gems? Yeah, you see the jungle diff already. 1k ahead for Bilbo. In mid lane, also 1k ahead.
Yeah. The gold is where it needs to be right now.
So top lane Gnar is not as far ahead as I thought it would be at this point.
That solo kill was definitely pretty important for Boot here. I think he'd be suffering a lot more if he hadn't.
I agree with that one.
I think something I've noticed with both of these teams actually over the course of the season is that they really don't like giving things.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Like
But I
that,
think that's a general UNL thing. I feel like.
yeah, that's true. Like sometimes it works, but it's just flippy. You know what I mean? Like it's risky.
Yeah.
Anything could happen. Like sometimes it
It's one
works.
of the thing of
Sometimes
like people drop a lot of things to contest something they don't need to contest.
yeah. Boot using some ability to try and get out of this fight. Zach notices the Jarvan walk out of the bush and immediately panics.
Yeah, I think if Bilbo waits there in the trap, he might just like bait them in to fight it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they win the 2v2 though one because Ante's already that low. Potentially. Don't know how tanky this Zach is. Did
But
opt
now
for
you have
the
Voids on Herald.
did opt for that Sunfire first. That Zach guy on Twitter would probably have Jasmine arrested for that.
I have no idea about Zac build, so I would just say it's fine.
Me neither. All I have is that guy.
Oh, but they looked for the botlane dive on Scott again. He is
I
having
think
the
they
time of
leave.
his life.
I think you leave then. Yeah, no, that's a free TP. You don't continue. No,
But Bill is still behind.
I don't think
he's
you want
looking
this
for
time
it.
to friend. Maybe you do. Maybe you just jump straight onto the Sivir and the Sivir is going to fall. Maybe I'm completely wrong for Bilbo. I was not familiar with your game. Jasmine is heralding top.
Also,
Well, this all goes on.
Terry just TPing to go down.
Yeah. That is a bit of a disaster for Void. The Spirit Rush as well was burned on that mid play. Ooh,
So Camp's
very
in
nice
careful here, I
shot.
think. On the next combo, he's just dead, no?
Falcon throwing up the emote. At Syndra ulti. Still available.
He's
Oh,
looking
it's
for
a
it.
very, very well played fight from Falcon. The scatter the weak into the ult and then flashing out of that slingshot. The Syndra is incredibly accelerated. Once you start getting solo killed by Syndra in lane, you start
Currently,
falling
Fen is
really,
just
really far behind.
Fen is running away with the game.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah. They just need to not take risks after this and just keep the game.
As
Look at this.
Clefairy, for
Clefairy-
example, walking into the enemy jungle.
They don't want risks. They don't want chaos. Okay, you burnt the TP. Now you have to leave. They follow suit and will be escaping with their lives. Almost an error, right as I was monologuing about how they need to not make mistakes. A critical blunder.
Also, I think by
Is
now
that-
the matchup is like I think negative for Nor.
Does that Q proc Frozen Gauntlet? Is that what I saw there?
No, it shouldn't. It's the auto afterwards.
I didn't see it get auto, but I saw the zone on the ground. I don't know. Oh, Ham going in does land the charm. The Syndra ulti not available. I think Ari wins out on this fight. There's no force. Oh, it's so close, but it's going to be the solo kill for Cam. Bilbo going to collect his free beans in the bot lane.
If Falcon just hits one more spell there, like one W or one Q, he just wins it.
Oh, and the Fennec and friends find themselves in a difficult spot. But you don't need to be taking these risky plays. Void.
Just
Find
like
a
that.
way back into this game.
The shutdown on Bilbo and Falcon. Sending away, plus the Drake on top. That hurts.
Big fight for Void.
They're still looking to fight this, or what?
This is what I was saying. This team don't like to give things. Earning this fight. Game going back and forth between the two teams. Sorry,
Scott doesn't know how to click a lantern.
completely mentally checked out of anything for a second there. I went completely silent. I apologize. It's late. Got a long weekend.
Yeah, I think Scott just needs to learn how to click a lantern, and he survives there, by the way.
Alright, hold on. I'll lock in to cast this. I'll start shouting more.
You want to do the play by play? I just leave everything to you.
Yeah. No. I got this. The gold, again, is where it needs to be. Cam appears to be copying Syndra's build. Bot lane basically even. Bit of a mid lead for this Syndra still. A huge gold gap in the jungle. Top lane as well, starting to build up a gold lead for the Gnar. Fen, just like I said, they need to not take risks. Chaos allows Fennec and friends a way back into this game. I think with controlled fights, they're too strong to lose. But Void have been playing these last couple of fights very well.
I also think that Fenn just outscales.
Oh, Bilbo's gonna go in. Bekla caught inside the cage and no one to follow up. Cam is here, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and Bekla is going to fall. The TP burned. Cam's going to go with the charm. He's going to find Falcon, but no damage to follow up yet. Bit of a premature ejaculation from the Void mid laner. He's going to land another charm, though. Falcon having to use that flash to get away. Yes, Lacal, this Cinder build has been, this is the meta Cinder build at the moment. It's been around for like a couple of months. Everyone's been building it for a little bit. Fennec and friends trying to clear a vision in the way of this oncoming Atakan fight. Terry has that Mega Gnar available, trying to get some use of it. Obviously in a team fight, that Mini Gnar is gonna struggle. Fennec and friends backing off. They don't want this. Healthier boot. Definitely correct for him to be pushing
Also,
mid here. Forcing that
We have
rotation.
RTP and RTP invested for a fight that didn't happen.
I think they can start hitting the Atakan. Yeah, I was going to say, this is a big commitment to this mid wave from Void, but the Atakan throw, it might be happening. Void are finding a way into this fight. It's a TP down from Healthier Boot. Cam can't quite find a way in. The fight begins. The tidal wave is absolutely massive. Falcon's going to get caught by a charm on the back end of the fight. Healthier Boot is going in with that ultimate. And Scott caught by the Cataclysm. He's not going to die. It's a huge scan of the week from the Syndra. Fennec and friends taking over the fight. Terry on this Mega Gnar. Him and Cam, the last two standing. Digi on 1 HP. Clefairy next to fall. It is huge from the Void top laner. Saving his team from what looked like completely unsalvageable position. He's gonna collect his beans on this, his free beans on this Xayah with 1 auto attack. And
Void
it is
got
an
the
ace.
Atakan on top.
Courtesy of another completely 1v9 fight from Terry, and Cam has DC'd. Are we gonna see a pause?
He instantly reconnected, I think.
Okay, we're good then.
That's a huge loss for Fennec and friends. Because the Atakan also like swings the gold lead by now in favor of Void.
Yeah. Oh, did they get it?
Yeah,
Oh,
Jess
they
stole
got
it.
the Atakan. Oh god.
Now we're in spot. Bekla out of
Bekla
spot.
almost caught. Jasmine in a little bit of trouble here.
It just looked like Fennec's not on the same side on the court sometimes.
Yeah. This is soul point for Fennec and friends if they can find it. Oh, Falcon's gonna get caught and they have to leave the fight now. It's a critical blunder from the Fennec and Friends mid laner, but Riverfisher might have gone a little bit too far here. Bilbo should be able to escape with his life with this Blast Cone. Cam going in with that Spirit Rush. Very, very good movement from Digi, and Terry's caught out in the fight with the Root. Fennec and Friends are trying to turn it. Bilbo on 1 HP cannot find his way back into this fight, but Fennec and Friends are not going to let this Drake go. Cam on the backside of this fight, no Spirit Rush available. The Death Sentence going to go just wide of boot. And Cam is in trouble. He's not going to be able to get away with this. Fennec and Friends turn their attention to the Hextech Drake. Thank you. The TP coming out. There has been some serial misuses of the teleport spell by the Void this game.
Definitely. And also, just again, I think of like being too greedy. If you just take the kill on Syndra, you can just turn your attention to Drake and don't chase afterwards.
They went too far. These fights are just so close.
Yeah, but big props on the side of Fen to Bilbo and Digi, I think. They play really well with positioning.
Digi as well, that fight he played stupendously. Yeah, it was they played the start of the fight so well. The Syndra pick, courtesy of Jasmine and Bekla, was really, really well played, but it's a little bit too much. Individually, I think they haven't seemed to be on the same page at all times, but individually, Fennec and Friends, all 5 of them having a really good game in their own capacity.
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely.
There's a lot on Terry's shoulders this game. That is a 3-item Zaya. Oh, Cam could be caught here. They're gonna burn the Spirit Rush. That's all they wanted. They know they need to leave now. Learning from previous mistakes of not overcommitting to it. Cam not being conservative with that charm this game. Once the Syndra hits a Rabadon spike, it's very, very spooky. I think as well, the Sivir just walked out of base on 3 items. I think she's really going to start hurting now, but it's just such a difficult game to play that champion. You get caught by anything if Bekla isn't playing it perfectly. Very, very hard to stay alive.
Yeah.
Bilbo also having an incredible game, getting onto Scott pretty much every single fight. This was the Fennec and Friends that I think a lot of people were... This game has been the Fennec and Friends I think a lot of people were expecting going into the season. Gold League is still completely even.
I mean, you have to remember the Atacon on Void's side, which gives some more.
Yeah. Jasmine actually, pretty consistently this season, is coming up with some very clutch smites. Not even a jungle main either. Sometimes you just got that dog in you. Void don't want to overcommit for this Scuttle Crab. Jasmine going in with that slingshot. Fennec and Friends staying away from this fight. Leandries as well coming in for the RA should make these fights a lot easier. The huge HP bars on the Jarvan and the Cassante certainly proving to be a problem.
We're also close to the Rabadons on Syndra.
Yeah. Oh, it's Bloodletters, excuse me.
Yep. Rabadon's now complete on Syndra. She will hurt like a ton.
That is a very, very scary Syndra. Upgraded boots as well to try and remedy the amount of MR coming into this Zac. They don't want to give this. I think they might have to just because of the way that Void have set up Vision here. Very, very good preparation.
If Fen wants to fight, does need to group together and then fight. Actually, Cam is on the side. He's alone. Spirit Rush has been used. He's out.
Oh, wait, he used his ult. I didn't even notice that. They're gonna go in on him. Cataclysm not gonna be used. Jasmine's ult or Jasmine's slingshot does get cancelled. It's a huge bubble onto this Zac. He's gonna go in with his ulti, but he's not gonna survive very long. It's a really, really big knockup. It's absolutely massive from Jasmine. The Cataclysm, however, is also huge. The fight looks to be going in favor of Fennec and Friends. Boot doing so much to keep Scott at bay. He just cannot auto attack anything in this fight. Running for his life, and Fennec and Friends taking a big step towards this Dragon Soul and a big step towards playoffs. And Cam's gonna get cut out at the bottom of the fight. This is surely a soul. It is, and Bilbo's gonna go in, and Void cannot give it up. Even
And that's also national top.
staring them in the face. And now they will have to take the consequences of that re-engage, which will be a Baron for Fennec and
That
Friends.
was such a well-played fight by Fennec and Friends. Baiting out the Spirit Rush by Ari first in bot lane because she's like just not positioning correctly.
That was the difference maker, because I actually think Void played that fight quite well as well, especially the Zac, getting in with that huge knockup. But once the Ari Spirit Rush is down, she's just at this point in the game, especially against the Syndra, she's basically just not a champion. And once the fight is 4v5, when you're already down in gold, it's very rough.
I felt like you could see like Scott wasn't really able to hit anything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
He stood there and was like, he just can't do anything.
Yeah, he's completely...
Meanwhile, Digi did his damage. He did his job.
Yeah, Scott just kind of not being allowed to take part in these fights. Just the two melees on Fennec and Friends. Just completely denying him.
Now we'll see what Fen will do with Nash and Soul.
Yeah, I see the LDR. I think that will be could be a turning point potentially in fights. I think pretty important spike for her.
The problem being is you have to keep your spell shift for the Syndra combo, otherwise you're just dead.
Yeah, exactly.
But you also have a J4 in your face most of the times, or Cassandra.
Cassandra as well, yeah. I mean, even getting hit by 1Q, the slow is just so definitely...
Scott has to like take care of so much. His positioning has to like be basically perfect to play these fights.
Bro, I didn't even notice this in our game. This Hextech Soul, when you're playing against it, it's so oppressive.
Yeah, it is.
The
slow alone.
They use spells on the wave and your whole team is just crippled and taking damage and burning from like Leandries and BFT. The Homefront crowd in Twitch chat cheering on their team. Bilbo getting caught under Tower saves the flag and drag to get out. Very, very nice Orb Deception from Cam. Bilbo is going back in. King Terry is going to get caught. And the Unstoppable Force is going to be enough. Boot closing in on this bot lane tower. He's too tanky to die to this Zac. This is looking like it could be the end of the game. Fennec and Friends, against all the odds, might have done it. Staring down this Nexus. Only 4 members of Void alive. Jasmine completely unable to play the game because of this Syndra. Does get caught by a hook, but Becca's going to go in. He's just going to disappear. River Fisher, the next to fall. Kama Chameleon is going to be last. And Void crumble.
That is game. Holy shit.
Fennec and Friends have locked a tiebreaker. UNL Season 12 regular season is not over just yet.
Well played to Fennec
Wow.
and friends. That was a
That,
game.
that was a clean.